Testing. There we go. Might have to bump it down a few notches. There we go. I think that's good. Connecting to YouTube. There we go. All right. We are live, I hope. I'm gonna have to move the camera a little bit. There we go. Hey G, good morning. Oh, okay, first thing, gloves. Chilly mornings. Oh, there we go. Hey Jandre, can't believe the first two cheddars are both on Kick. Can you imagine? Even though there's nobody watching on Kick. Hey Katsu, hey mate, hey Sulzy, morning everyone. Hang on, zoom out a bit so I have time to put on my glove. Hallows Eve morning. Well, we're going trick-and-treating tonight, so that's something. Hey Kevin, is that a Duolingo badge? Indeed. Was that quick? Let's start up. We cannot miss an MSC ship. We don't see those too often on the river. There's actually a nice selection of Roros coming today. We missed one, but there's 3 more coming by. First one is already in sight. We'll see it in a minute. So I got a bunch of new toys and clamps for the setup. So I have to look into those. Pretty sure we've seen the MSC Joy before. Let me check where she came from. It's not showing, is it? Where did she come from? Let's check on radar for a minute. MSC Joy, probably somewhere in Europe. Gijon in Spain. She's done 3 ports in Spain and 1 in Portugal before coming here. There we go, spotted 3 times. This handle is too high up. There we go. Hey Paul. Alrighty. You can see on the left in the background we have a Finline's ship coming in. I was thinking of flying the drone, but then I arrived here and there's a bit too much wind for my liking. We're sheltered from it from the car, but there's quite a bit of wind, so I don't think I'll be able to fly the drone safely. Okay, but I want to clamp the phone. A feeder container ship? Kind of does, yeah. I think this one goes around Europe and then ends up in Antwerp, where a lot of containers will then probably be transferred onto one of the bigger ones to Asia. Hey Chef Dave. But it could of course just transfer containers within Europe as well. So I have a new clamp which I want to try out now for my phone. Let's see if this is good or not. Oh yeah, this is gonna be so nice. So I need to get the phone clamp. Wait, oh, there it is. And we also have a container ship first coming towards us right now. Hey, 5 watch streak. Twitch trying to lure you all in by giving you watch streaks. Yeah, I like the new foam clamp. It's really nice. Oh, sorry. Other than that, so the one Roro that we missed, well, it even came by before I was here. She is on the horizon. Ooh. Oh, hang on. What is wrong with this setting? Yeah, that's a bit smoother. Oh, this is about as close as we'll get. Unless if I do this. No, no. Zoom. No, zoom. Ooh, it's one of the rusty ACL ships. Atlantic something something probably. Hey yo, welcome. This is the one that we missed going out earlier. It's the Atlantic Sky. I feel like we've seen her before as well. It does have a capacity of 3,800 TEUs, next to being a Roro as well. Wait, is it officially classed as container ship? The thing has a bridge for Roro stuff. Anyway, zoom out. So next up is, I think, a quite empty container ship coming towards us. You got some barges coming as well. One with a big crane on it even. Hey K2, good morning. Where are my gloves? I felt like I had some more coffee in the car. Let me check. Oh, I do. Nice. Oh, this is an MSC ship. This is one of the MSC ships that they didn't paint in the MSC livery. The Acaria 6. Going to Thames, UK. Also put on my scarf here. So we're live a bit early as I saw that traffic was good on the river. So let's not wait any longer. If the afternoon is dead, then at least we'll have the nice Roros in the morning. And also we're going, how is it called, trick or treating? Well, there's a planned Halloween event for the kids tonight. Other than that, I won't be streaming tomorrow and on Sunday. I'll repeat it a few times, the stream probably. But I do hope to do a stream on Monday, actually. Ooh, there's an interesting ship on the other side. Let's check it out for a minute. This one is still a bit out anyway. Oh. Camera, please. What are you? What is that thing? It's definitely something you don't see every day or every stream. Look how low that thing is. Well, this is a heavy load carrier. Definitely one we don't see that often. Nothing noticeable. It's just one little residential area where I live that does an event for the kids. And everybody who lives there can participate, and then you get a little map of which houses you can ring and which you can't. So, did it last year. Kids enjoyed it. This is the Shangcheng 777. Oh, it's a Boeing. It's a Boeing 777. Just under 200 meters. She came from Egypt. Well, from through the Suez Canal. Got myself a lined jacket for the winter. Hell yeah, me. Hell yeah. Let's see where this one came from. I'm assuming it's gonna pick up something in Flushing. Came from China. Penglai. No clue where that is. Yeah, definitely an interesting ship. Something we don't see here too often. This type of heavy load carrier. This is the only downside I don't like about this automatic zoom thing, is zooming out is very shaky. If I do it fast, you guys won't have too much annoyance from it. There we go. Oh, that's a cool shot. Both of them coming. Per usual, the Finlines is very fast. A very speedy ship on the river. Because it left Antwerp just over an hour ago, I think, and it's already here. It's really fast. Full leather, yeah. Actually, I have a very nice headset at home that I really like using, and it also had like faux leather cups on it, and it started to like crumble off, and my ears were like having black pigment on it. But I was able to replace them. Yeah, indeed, it's an undercover, unmarked MSC. It's one of the MSC Shadow Fleet. I feel like I should be a little bit more quiet. There we go. I think that's better. It's nice to be out by the river, though. I was actually hoping to stream yesterday as well. I was planning on it. Because one of our regular viewers from Twitch, Dutch fella, he's on one of the ships now. He's on it for 90 days. And he was in Antwerp, and they were leaving. And they were originally scheduled to depart at like 3 p.m. But they only left after midnight, so yeah. Unfortunately, they left during the night. They also came in during the night, so I wasn't unable to spot them on their ship. They're now in Flushing, actually, on the other side of the river. S-Crew, they're started working again. So they do plan on working closer to home, I believe, but to get your full seaworthy certificate or something, you need to be on a ship for 90 days. It's like a requirement. So he's now doing his 90-day cycle on one of the ships. Cool ship, by the way. I really wanted to see the ship as well, but unfortunately it didn't work out in the timings. Came in and out during the night. I see the first Roros coming in as well in the distance. That's nice. So pretty empty, this MSC. What was it going? Thames, UK. 4,492 TEUs. just under 300 meters. Hey Brad, I don't. I've been here when it's dark and it's actually pitch black. Like a lot of the ships barely have any lights on when they're sailing in the dark. So there's really not much to see with a camera. Even with the naked eye, it's just a few lamps that you see going by. So, and I would love to stream after dark as well, or to be able to, but unfortunately it's just, there's no visibility. So that's why I haven't yet. Maybe at one point something will change, but I think I would have to be very close to the port maybe, where there's more lights. Night vision camera, nah, that's rubbish. That's just pixelated green junk that you would be looking at. No, I know the camera can see more than a human eye when it's dark, but when it's dark, it's dark. Like, it's really pitch black here on the river. There's barely any lights. And if all the ship, like, for example, if it would be a cruise ships are lit up very nicely at night. But these cargo ships, they are not. Even some just almost turn off all the lights, probably to see better themselves, but yeah. And like a massive searchlight with a trailer behind the car. That would be crazy. I wonder if you need like a permission to do that even. So this is an undercover MSC ship, as a K2 named it. It's clearly one of the ship that they like bought or leased, and then they just quickly like, they didn't even look for the correct paint to remove the old name. Oh, is it gray? Gray paint is good enough. Let's just some black paint for the new name. As much as I think this is a cool one, I do want to focus a bit more on the Fin Lines ones. They're a bit rarer. Hey Jacob, good morning. The Finico, 238 meters by 35, a Roro cargo ship. Sailing under the Finnish flag. It's going to Gdynia in Poland. It's nice to be out by the river, a bit of relaxation. I think the camera is still a bit wobbly with the zoom thingy. What about sunset? You have streamed during sunset. So if you look on the YouTube in the archive of all the live streams, you'll see a few over summer where I streamed to sunset, which gave some amazing views actually, even of the sun setting in the distance. And yeah, the tugboats assist the ships in docking, Brad. It has an interesting bow. It's a very sharp one. I wonder if she's ice rated. I'm not sure. I would assume so. That they have a certain ice ratings, these ships. I don't like these ships, they look good. Ice rating 1A super. Here we go. As expected. Ice rating. I think it actually works for people, Dro. Like, oh, I gotta watch for a little bit, so at least I don't lose my watch streak. And then if you're doing something interesting, they might get hooked and then they'll stay longer. So I get the idea behind the watch streaks. I don't mind. They've done stupider things than this. This is also classified as a hybrid Roro. It's on the side there. Where's Akandas when you need him? I think he worked on a Finline ship before. No, it gets cold here in winter, Brad. It freezes. So right now it's still okay, but once it's too cold, I'll probably sit inside of the car while streaming. Yes, she has 0 emissions in port, which means that once she's in port, she has the ability to plug into the power on the shore, and then she can completely turn off all her engines and generators. So that's what they mean with 0 emission in port. Oh, look at that bow, though. That's a really cool design. Really nice. It's a sexy ship, I agree. I agree. She's creating quite the wake. Where is that from? No, that's from the waves you see is from the container ship that we just saw. 90's got power steering. Ah, waves make such a nice noise. Got the waves hitting the wave breaker. Neat. You're welcome, Brad. It's always nice if people ask a few questions. Did the strike resolve? Yes. So they're talking again, Dro. So government kind of gave in and they agreed, I guess, kind of. But now they're negotiating again on stuff. So if the government will pull out again, then I can see them strike again. Although I feel like if they pull out again, the strike might be harder and they might just completely shut down. Well, we'll see. Moin, Rhea, welcome. Hey, Shirley. Are they thin lines or thick lines? All right. First of 3 Roros that we're expecting. There's 2 more coming. Both of them are on the river at the entrance of the river, so we'll see them in a little bit. Finland is about to overtake the container ship as well. Kick the can down the road, kinda, but then yeah, I guess they found some mutual grounds to start talking again. Oh, it doesn't get as cold as Chicago here. Like we have freezing, but Chicago can get really, really cold from what I've seen. Exactly, Shirley, that's what they do. No, I was just talking about it. They basically plug into the power socket in the port. So they can turn off any generators or engines they need for producing power. They will just get it from the shore. It's actually interesting, in Zeebrugge, the bigger cruise port here in Belgium, well, here in Belgium, they are now going to build a socket for cruise ships as well, like a big power socket that the cruise ships can plug into. So they can also reduce emissions. It's fast. Yeah, this Finline is like, they're one of the fastest boats on the river. Oh, don't get it stuck in my head, Shirley. We also got a little tanker coming by. Might give it a little bit of screen time, right? Yep. the Nabucco. Going to Salt End in the UK. I have no idea where that is, but it sounds salty. She's pretty empty. Look at that bulge sticking out. I know it's a bulb. It's not at the beginning. Got a Steven Seagull stream sniping there for a minute. Oh, it's near Hull, okay. I know where Hull is. Finjet, gas turbine engines. Didn't know that, Skelter. Interesting info, cool. I do remember when I was a kid, they had like these hovercrafts crossing the channel here from France to the... Even from Ostend, I think they went to the UK. Those were absolutely incredible, these hovercrafts. I believe you can still, I saw a video on them this week on YouTube. You can still, they're not in use anymore, but you can still visit them. They're somewhere in the UK in a museum, a hovercraft museum. Oil tankers, they range from this size. Like the big crude oil tankers are usually over 300 meters, and LNG tankers, we only get the small ones here on the river. But basically, Brad, for ships, the biggest ones get up to 400 meters. That would be the baseline. Well, the max, because everything bigger than 400 meters gets very hard to maneuver in port and stuff like that. Have you ever seen a submarine? No, because they were underwater when they came by. Look how the Finland has completely overtaken the container ship already. Also, look how much wake it creates behind it. There's like a whole wave pattern. Oh, it was Calais. Calais to Ramsgate and Boulogne to Calais. Boulogne to Dover, yeah, okay. Calais to Dover, that's the one that I remember, yeah. And I believe they also had catamarans at some point. Big passenger catamarans, where even cars could drive on. So, let's take a quick look into the distance. All the way out there, we have a big Roro from CMA CGM. It's a pretty new one, so we'll see that one in a little bit. Well, that one is going a bit slower because that is the Begonia Seaways, which is coming towards us as well. Stream regular ship, the fixed line between Gothenburg and Ghent. So that are the next two Roros that we'll see. Meanwhile, the Nabucco is stream sniping us again. And then I do want to give a little look to the other side. So it looks like there's a tanker ship over there. Let's use this super zoom thingy. Yeah, it's a tanker, an oil tank. Well, probably chemical products tanker. If we pan a bit further, that is a bulk carrier that is parked over there. That one looks very full. Let me look at that one on radar. I wonder if it's going to Ghent and if we're gonna have to unload it because it's too deep. No, it's a bulk carrier going to Vlissingen. Pretty interesting, this one. It's Greek. Might be the first Greek ship that we've seen. Well, under the Greek flag, that is. Hey, GB. Good morning. Well, it's almost noon. Yeah, it's still good morning. This is a dredge that's parked over there. Dude, look. It's like pulling a wheelie, the dredge. That's crazy. So deep at the bottom and so high at the front. And then, for those of you who weren't here earlier, we have a very cool heavy load carrier parked over there as well. Unfortunately, it's not gonna come here, but cool to see nonetheless. So, how wide is this one? Can we get it on the overlay for a second? I was wondering. E.g. in big panic. There it is, the Shang. 43 meters, okay. It looks wider, but that's probably because it has such a like low bridge structure on it. Definitely cool to see though, this ship. So it came from China. Not sure if it's here to pick up something or it dropped something off. I'm gonna assume it's here to pick up something. Maybe he's gonna pick up the massive jack behind it. And then further down, parked on the other side. Let's just go down though. There's another bulk carrier. And there's a... Wow, the wind is really taking my camera around. The Grebe bulker. Hey, Bazzy. What's up, dude? All right. We have a lowrider coming towards us as well. There she is. Promise you, she's not sinking. I hope. You cannot see chat. If I have to guess, it's probably one of the extensions that broke your chat. Disable the third-party extensions. Hey, Kayai. It's 4 a.m. there. Woo. Okay, I'll talk very softly so you can fall back asleep. Okay. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice. Chat is behind the ad, so I was still doing that now. Well, luckily we are live on both Twitch, Kick, and YouTube, so you can choose wherever you watch. Same stream, 3 platforms. The Solo Gracia. Does find that it doesn't show this one. Oh, interesting. What's up, country? And I do read chat from all 3 platforms, so I'm not discriminating anyone. It's a ghost ship. I think. Is this a dredge ship or is it a general cargo ship? Let's see. We've got a boom car with a barking dog inside of it. This is the Key Marin. Hey, Dr. McGuddles, shipping day. Indeed, it's Ship Friday, where you can get your fix for all things shipping. Oh wow, there's a lady coming to walk her dogs. They're very barky. 88 meters, 13 meters wide, very narrow shippy. She's going to Rotterdam. Also leaking from her anchor hole, as you can clearly see. How's it going? Doing well? Doing well. How have you been? Holy moly, that scared me. I'll be 11 months already. Thank you, dude, for the support. Almost a year. Appreciate that. It's always the little dogs who are very barky. I wonder why. Doing well. Good, good, good. So, we're awaiting 2 Roros coming our way. And then I already see a container ship, I think, on the horizon as well. Appearing now, so we've got some stuff to look at for the next few hours. Until I'm too cold to be outside. Well, I do think traffic will be dying down in the afternoon, so we'll have to see. Hey Lifeline, we are located at Terneuzen. So we're at the intersection where the Westerschelde splits off towards Antwerp and towards the port of Ghent, where the canal towards Ghent starts. Hey Patrick, welcome. But they have like a big knob. It's for fluid dynamics. Like that bulge helps them move through the water more efficiently, which then in turn saves fuel, which then in turn saves money. So that's why they have these bulbs in the front. Of course, if it's sailing like this, it's not at optimal optimal use. It's more functional when it's below the water surface. You're the other side of the locks? You mean towards Ghent? Yeah, that is you have a location command. Thank you, EG. That's where we are, Lifeline, that link. Oh, okay. Got a nice little view if I zoom out. It's gonna be shaky for a minute. We got all these ships coming and going. That's a nice lineup. That's 3 Roros in one shot. That's pretty something we don't see too often. So we got the Begonia Seaways coming towards us. We got the CMA CGM Roro looking at us, and then the fin lines that is leaving us. Really cool. Hey NJ, welcome back. I think it's your favorite type of ship, the Roros. They look good, right? They look very like aerodynamic, I would almost say. It's like a sports car. Some big ones on the water today. Not that big. They look big, they're high, they're tall. In terms of like raw length, not too many big ones expected today. Yeah, sleek, that's a good word. They look sleek. Oh, it's busy here today for a Friday. My goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars. It's like a weekend. Okay, let me change my position a little bit. I'm gonna have to plug in this. No, it's still good. Okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. We also got a Wagenborg ship coming towards us now. switch to the Wagenborg here. Ooh, bumped into the camera. It's the Hunteborg. 114 meters by 15 meters. Ooh, she's going to Rama in Finland. It's quite the trip for such a tiny boat. Nice good flow of traffic though today. Some bigger ones, some smaller ones. I like it. Oh, that's a cool shot. With the low rider ship in the front. I like that. Big ships in the water every day. That's true, green light. That is true. Again, it was a very tiny dog that was barking. It's always the tiny ones. It was a jump scare dog. It's Halloween after all, guys. I've gotta have at least one jump scare in the stream. Anyone has a special Halloween plans today? But I think most viewers will be European at this moment in time, so probably not. I get a better mic setup as well. You guys could hear all the seagulls better. When I look in the mirror, it's Halloween every day. Oh no, Ray. You gotta show yourself some love. Trust me. It's nice. I should have dressed up as a ship. How would that look as ship costume? Just like a big chimney on my head. And then a big bulge on my pants. You're going to a club in Disco to celebrate your mom's birthday. Wow. That's a very hip mom you have, Bezzy. Cool. They rented the club. That's crazy. Sorry, I was looking at the dogs. So I'm gonna go trick and treating with the kids, and then tomorrow morning I'm setting off for a small weekend getaway with the missus. I booked a hotel room with the jacuzzi. Don't tell her. It's interesting, the ship has the anchor on the back, not in the front. You're going to tell her, oh no, that one kick viewer that will now call my wife. What are kids dressing up at? My son probably doesn't want to dress up, because he doesn't like doing it. The little one, I have no clue. Whatever her mood is in. I think this one will be next. Another small tanker, or is it a general cargo ship? No, it's a tanker. They're so cute, these little ones. Oh, it's the Lord Lupo. My goodness, we've seen this ship before, for sure. Going to Rouen in France. Anchor at the backs for the St. Lawrence River in Canada. Is that a requirement there? You cannot throw out a front anchor? The sun is starting to come out a little bit. That's nice. I'm French? No, I'm not French. I do speak French. Speak a lot of languages. It is. Oh, interesting, Peter. Thanks for that info. That's cool. Yeah, it's pretty chilly, Ray, but the sun is coming out a bit, so hopefully it warms up a little bit. Also read that the temperature this weekend was going to go up to like 15, 16 degrees Celsius again, so can't complain about that, can we? Get to work, Bezzy. Got a flock of birds heading out as well for summer. Where are they? Wait, why am I not seeing them on the stream? Oh, there they are. Nice V formation. Going south for summer, for winter. Moin, Ulrich. Welcome. Willkommen. So if you're just joining in, we have 2 Roros underway. One of them is closed, the other one's, they're actually all both pretty close. We already saw 1 Roro. So it's Roro Friday. Roro your boat. Yeah, it's Lord Lupo. Not the streamer, but the ship. Wait, isn't the streamer named Dr. Lupo? Ooh, I see a Mars container ship now as well, approaching from the coastline. That's nice. That is also true. It's also a VW car. That is absolutely true. It's been a while since we've seen the Lord Lupo, though. Have you registered it in the database yet? Let me see. Seen. Not seen. Seen. Oh, first time today. So it's been a long time since we've seen it. Interesting. Because yeah, our database with statistics only started storing data in April. So April 1st. It's not a joke. We started keeping track of the ships. There we spot it. Discord says we've seen it March 28th, 1st and the 4th. Yeah, I think the script started like 8th of April or something. I should really go through the Discord log that we have of all the ships before that and manually add them. It's just a big task. Maybe I should write some code to do it for me. Could actually work. Read out the channel. Be a fun little project to develop. Alright, as Alert Lupo goes by, we have our 2 Roros getting closer. First up will be the Begonia Seaways. Here she comes. She's going to take a big right-hand turn right in front of us. She'll probably be so close that I will be able to film her in one shot. I have to do something about this clamp thingy. Hey Palauser, good morning still. Still not 12, we're very early today, but yeah. As it's winter time and the sun literally sets at 5, just past 5 this time of year, you don't have much options than to do earlier streams. At least the traffic's good. Also, the turnaround time of this ship is very impressive. So she's arriving now, what is it, 12? She'll be leaving by midnight at least, the latest I think. No, we had it last weekend, Ro. We already had the switch. We usually have it 1 week before the US, or 1 week after. That's also why it gets darker at 5. It was 6, now it's 5. At the sun sets. 5, let's check. What is it today? The sunset is at 5:19. I don't like winter time though, because it gets bright quite early, but hell, I'm sleeping at 7 a.m. I don't need daylight at 7. I'd rather have daylight starting at 8 and then sun setting at 6. So when I left the house this morning, both the Begonia, so the one Roro and then that one, the other one, the CMA one, were switched in position. So the Begonia was like kilometers behind the other one, and now it completely overtook it. So it's a bit faster. And it's also a very maneuverable ship, because she never needs, well, only when there's like strong wind conditions she'll get a tugboat, but usually she never gets a tugboat when going into the locks here. It's a really fun shot, that one. We also got a container ship in between the two. Just realized that. In November, but we rolled back in October. I think it's usually in October. Because very funny, last Saturday was when we turned back the clock, which was October 25th. And when we got married, it was October 25th, 11 years ago. And it was also an hour back that day. So it was pretty funny. You meant October, yeah, okay. Hey Rob, welcome. Thank you. Back-to-back Roros. We saw one in the distance, Kartik, when I started. Then another one came by. So we'll have seen 4 Roros today. It's a Roro kind of day. The Huttenberg is now so small against the... It's, yeah, next to it. Yeah. It's a pretty big ship, the Roro that's coming. And I believe they're LNG powered, those, so less polluting. Oh, it's a beautiful shot. I love that. Roro container ship, an even bigger Roro. Oh, the US is on the first Sunday in November. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I really wish we could get rid of daylight savings time. It always messes me up for a few days. Especially the other one, going to summer. You see the third Roro in the distance on the horizon. That is the fin lines. It's almost leaving the river. For those of you who joined later, there is a very cool heavy load carrier anchored on the other side of the river. Once these Roros have passed, I'll show it. I don't really have any preference which of the two we keep. I just wish we could get rid of the switching twice a year. Well, I do have a preference. I prefer, which one is it? The summertime. But it doesn't really matter to me as long as you can get rid of that switch in hours every few months. I don't like it. Summer bummer. God, there's so much to look at. I like this one, but I do like the Indianapolis as well. Like the begonia we see regularly. This one is a more rare occurrence. Look at that. That is a cool shot right there. Full frontal. And there's a ship alongside. Look at that. Can't even see that with the naked eye. So built in 2023. Where did she come from? Rotterdam? Let's see. Port calls. No, she came from Emden, but she was anchored at Rotterdam. Before that, Bremerhaven, then Immingham, then Rotterdam. So I'm assuming she's almost gonna start her big trip again, either to the US or to Asia. Oh, it's a barge with coal on it, by the looks of it. We have a Steven Seagull in the foreground, sitting on the wave breaker. Is this capture on camera? Oh yeah, look at the reflections of the water in the bow. That looks really cool. Hey Chuck. Yeah, we get the same here, Ray. Like the 400-meter container ships, they're absolutely insanely big. Is it time? We can. If you're new to the stream and you like the ship spotting vibes, don't forget to drop a follow. If you're watching on Twitch or Kick, if you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe. It's all free. And yeah, helps the channel grow so we can do more fun things. There we go. Short sellout moment. In terms of streaming this weekend, it's also a good one to repeat. I won't be streaming tomorrow or on Sunday. I'm doing a little weekend getaway with the missus, but I will make up for it when the weather is good, of course, on Monday. So hopefully we have an extra stream on Monday if all goes to plan. It's also pretty close to low tide. What is the tide actually? Let's type it in. Exclamation mark. Tide. Oh yeah, oh, we're still dropping. Actually, high tide was only 2 hours ago. That explains why it's so busy. Lots of ships always come in when the tide is retracting or going out. Noisy today. Engine rumbling. You mean in height? I don't know the exact. If you go to a tide chart, or there's a website for it, Jacob, you can see the exact height. I don't know by heart, but I do see it here on the pier. I think it's a few meters. Oh, you can hear this one? Okay, cool. Yeah, I still want to get a better mic setup, but that's something for next year, getting the better mic. Because I might have to get another camera to improve the mic situation. Because this one won't allow XLR in an efficient way. You can just see her bulb sticking out of the water, just barely. Look at that. It's cool. She has 2 bow thrusters, as I said, very maneuverable. That's the link. Meanwhile, at the back of her, we have the BG Sapphire going to Antwerp. Very sharp tip on that bow of the Sapphire. Yeah, DFDS really takes very well care of their ships, Monkey. I haven't seen a single rusty DFDS ship ever. I do like the little, you have like a little picnic bench on the deck there. I look at it every time like, oh, that's a nice spot to have lunch up there. Yeah, she's already 20 years old, so I wonder if they're gonna start introducing new ships on this route at some point in the near future. It's gonna be exciting to see. There are cabins on it, but it's not really intended to be a passenger thing. But it is possible to sail with it. Somebody looked up the price. I think it was like 1,000 something euros to join, all the way to Gothenburg. All right, as she is going here around the corner, let's look at the more rare one. Another cool thing about this one is the naming. So it's named after racetracks. This one is called, what was it? The Indianapolis. I know they also have a Silverstone, and I think there's others as well. So I kind of like that. Meanwhile, we also see the Maersk approaching from a distance. You can already see that it's black writing of the name, Maersk, which indicates that it will be a chartered one, which in turn will indicate that it will be rusty. Anyone after Spa? I don't know if they have one. I really don't know. Maybe. It looks so tiny from this angle for some reason. Oh. There's Steven again, stealing the show. Yeah, that's fine, EG. That's fine. You can do it without doing it on the overlay. If you uncheck the things, I think you can do it without the overlay. Not, although I'm not sure. You can try it, see what it does. Yeah, there's the Monza. I think we've seen the Monza before. Oh, I also see a bulk carrier in the sluice. They're in the lock, sorry, in the locks. Because the Begonia is waiting for the bulker to come through. There's only one of the two big locks active this week. Oh, it also does, okay, that's fine. Now we know. So the highest tide is 3.8 meters. I'm rounding it up, and then the lowest is 0.6 meters. So yeah, it's like a 3 meter difference. Definitely has some scratch marks on her on the past 2 years. And as you can see also on the sides, LNG powered. I was talking about the locks. One of them is not in use this week because they're working on the bridge. And I think next week they'll be working on the other bridge of that same lock. So there's only the big lock that is active today. I think over the weekend both are active again. But then on Monday it should go back to one lock active for the big ships. Of course, the smaller inland ships can still go through the third lock, the small one. Chunky boy. Wondering why they're called Roros. It's basically because they roll on. Although this one is classified as vehicles carrier, where they basically drive the vehicles on and off the ship, primarily through this bridge here. This thing at the back. That is their main bridge of emptying. But if they want, they can also lower the side one there. And that's another manner to roll off the ship. I do think that opening is a bit more narrow than the back one. It's really impressive to see one of these doors open, these bridges lower. Hey Hans, good. It's almost noon. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the heavy load carrier that is anchored on the other side. I was going to show after the Roros. Let's take another look at it. Still not convinced about the zoom thingy. There she is. Oh, Melina is back from the UK. Yeah. There she is. So it's a Boeing 777 Shenyang. It is indeed the last afternoon of October. But yeah, very cool looking ship. So a ship like this is mostly used to transport like massive structures on the back or big objects, because they're like a whole flat back on it. It's basically like a big flatbed truck. All right, let me stand up for a minute. Yeah, she's Gertie, isn't she? Oh no. Let's do it like this then. Okay. Let's see. So we got the begonia that is gonna go into that sluice, but first that big bulker has to come out. There we go. Now they put the oil rigs together. You might have seen me film them. I'm not gonna pan around them, but there's like these massive ships that have like these stilts that lower into the water. So basically the ship gets raised out of the water. It has a crane on it. So that's how they can build out at sea. If it's a static, it can also be an oil platform that floats like a ship. It also exists. The abandoned one on the other side of the river is an actual oil drilling platform that is also a ship. Tomorrow and Sunday, Hans, I won't be streaming, but I will be streaming on Monday as a make it up stream. I just have vacation on Monday as well, so might as well come out to the river if I have time. But yeah, no, doing a little weekend getaway with the missus. So get your ship fix in today. It's a fun little angle. She's gonna block our view of the bulker leaving though, in a minute. Begonia, please. Enjoy. Thanks, dude. I will. I look forward to not having two kids yelling the entire time. And I booked a super nice hotel room. Your annual valve check. Ground's a bit soggy. I hear the engine revving down. That's cool. Meanwhile, on the river, you're not really missing anything. The Marsk is underway. I will go to it once it's here. Hey, Mike V. It is indeed a Roro kind of day. I got a sideways drift now on the Begonia. To me, it's still impressive how they can exactly maneuver a big ship like this into that small hole of the lock without any assistance. Such an impressive ship. If she keeps drifting sideways, then you might see the bulker exit the lock as well. Oh, she's already coming out. You can see her. Good morning. No, it's noon. Good afternoon. It's glad you can see the people on the bridge standing on the left there. Look at those. Here they are. It's probably the pilot, the helmsman, and the captain. Oh, is he waving? He's fist bumping. He's bumping his fist into the air. Okay, now it's noon. Good afternoon. It's a pretty cool spectacle. Oh, there's multiple ships in the lock. Dude, that lock is so big, I keep forgetting how... There's a bulker in there, and I think there's even a dredge behind it. That's crazy how much stuff goes in that lock. It's one of the biggest in Europe, actually, in case you're wondering. There's a law enforcement speedboat. Oh, I see him, yeah. They're going fast, though. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. Where are they? They're about to come. There they are. The RR 980. So the Marska is still underway. Also see a tugboat coming. Oh, it's a rostrum ship. We've seen other rostrums, I think. Don't think we've seen the rostrum Asia before, though. I think we've seen the rostrum Antarctica before. Was it going 40 knots? Was it? Yeah, one of the faster ships. I don't think it would be safe to see a big ship like this go 40 knots. That would be insane. I'm assuming they're detaching the tugboat right now. Is it already detached? I think it just detached. No, I still see a line in between. See if we can catch the towing line being removed. Look at a nice wake. I think the main issue would be steering and stopping in time for anything at that speed with a ship like this. These ships can take literally 20-30 minutes, some of them, to come to a complete stop. Oh, this one is going to St. Petersburg in Russia. Yeah, there it is. I think, is that the Middleburg? Definitely looks like them. I can't read it from this far on my tiny screen. No, it's not. Oh, it's a DC Flanders 3000. Okay, it's another dredge that we've seen before. The dredge is like, yeet, I'm out of here. You are going too slow, big boy. It's interesting how the tugs have still not detached where they are now. Maybe it's because of the begonia being so close. If I zoom out, there we go. And there was even more in that lock, an inland ship as well. It's crazy how many ships fit in that new lock. Very impressive. This is definitely a lot of ships in a very tiny area. Look at all this. This is an intense situation right here. What's a lock? So it's basically the river that we're looking at right now here is a tidal river. Tide goes up, tide goes down. The canal behind the locks is the same level all year round, the water level. Well, it rises a little bit, but it doesn't have any tidal flows. So of course, in order for ships to go from this level or wherever the level of the tide is to the canal, they need to go through a sluice, but it will raise or lower the ship, and then it will go out the other end at the level of the canal. So there's one on the left here that's currently out of use, as I said this week. Let's just zoom in there for a minute. So you see these massive doors underneath the bridge. That's how they close off the lock. Then they can lower or raise the water. And then the door on the other side will open. They're really close together, these two. My goodness. I'm assuming the tugboat is still attached because of safety concerns. The lochy locks. But yeah, locks are very common on rivers, but they're also very common in ports as well. For example, a major area of the port of Antwerp is also doesn't have tides, so all the ships go through locks to enter the port. Oh yeah, I think we're gonna detach now. I think it's time. Where's it actually? No, it's actually gonna help steer a little bit. Yeah, they're still pulling. They're actually tugging. Very tight situation here though. Very cool to see. Yeah, you can monkey through indeed. Although it would have to be on an inland ship. None of these big ships are able to do that. What's the weather? Feels like 8. Yeah, my feet are a bit chilly right now. Also, I'm standing in the grass and it's getting more muddy as I'm like trampling. Okay, now they're loosening the ropes. Oh, somebody's running. It's funny how like the Asia is now pushing the tugboat along. Or at least that's how it looks. Yeah, the right one doesn't need tugs. It's a very, very maneuverable ship. So that's why it doesn't need the tug assistance. Because, for example, this one does not have any bow thrusters. So the one on the right has 2 bow thrusters, which helps a lot with maneuvering, of course. We do have a very rusty Maersk ship coming as well. All right. I'll stay on the bulk a bit. Boat lifts, yeah. There's a Falkirk wheel, but there's also a one in Belgium actually. A very interesting lock. It's like a sliding. It's like a big basin where a ship sails into, and then the whole basin slides on a rail system up a hill. Really impressive. Look at the tug yeeting out of the way. Yeet. Job done. Ronquier, indeed. Hey Bill, thanks for the sub. Welcome in. Hope you enjoyed the ships that we have today. What are those 4 pipes? Those are cranes, Mole. So if the port that she goes into doesn't have cranes on the docks, she can unload herself with these pillars. These are cranes. Can we see the buckets? No, I think the buckets are on the other side, so I can show them. But yeah, those are 4 cranes. Where is this? We're in the Netherlands, the Westerschelde River. And we're next to Terneuzen, which is a location we're at. Okay, you can see her rudder sticking out a little bit. Because this ship is empty, by the way. So this is a bulk carrier. It's used to transport raw material like ores or sands, or it could even be grains or rice. This one will probably have carried ore for the steel factory up the river, of the canal. Also, she could use a lick of paint, doesn't she? From Tennessee. Not many ships there, are there? Well, maybe on some rivers, but not these giants of the sea. All right, meanwhile, I'm gonna pan around a little bit to capture the Maersk as well. This is the Maersk Bintan coming in. As always with chartered Maersk ships, they have to be rusty or it's not a proper Maersk ship. Proper poop stain livery, as you can see on that one. Oh my goodness. And that is why I don't like YouTube chats. I gotta do stuff. All right, let's go there, let's go there, let's go there. No, that's not gonna work, is it? Yeah, gotta fix some stuff. I'll zoom out, give you the wide angle view. Did I moderate you eating on YouTube? I should. I don't know if I did. Hi. Well, I can watch ads for my own channel. Wait, I cannot. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. Almost there. Yeah, put user in timeout. All right, that will fix it. Jesus Christ, dude. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Check battery situation on this phone. Yeah, I'm gonna plug it in. Give me a minute. Plugging in one of the modems. There we go. All right, good. That was maintenance done. So yeah, for those of you who are not aware of Maersk ships, there's a very big reputation, this company, but they have like two tiers of ships, I would argue. They have the ones that they own themselves, which always look in pristine condition, and then they have the ones that they charter, like this one, that are, yeah, not well maintained at all. You can also recognize the ones that they don't own. They paint Maersk in black, and their own ships, Maersk, will be painted in white. Another thing that you can tell it by is the naming scheme of these ships. So if Maersk is in the first part of the name, that means it's a chartered one. If Maersk is in the second part of the ship's name, it means it's their own ship. The more you know. And meanwhile, the begonia has started entering the. Oh, why is it slipping up? There we go. It's entering the sluice. Let me check radar. What else we can expect now? Or if there is still anything or not. Ooh, there's nothing coming in right. Oh, there's one ship. What is that? Oh, container ship. Okay. Ooh, that's a unique one. The Sinar. Maybe we'll wait for that one. Oh, it's a small one though. It's 100 meters, 170. Other than that, not much coming in on the coast right now. As expected, the afternoon was going to be a lot quieter because of the low tide being at like 4 p.m.-ish. Very typical that the river dies down in the afternoon then. Do we have anything else coming from Antwerp? Some smaller tankers. Got another bulk carrier coming from Antwerp as well. Can I see? Oh, yeah, I see it already. Scheldt River. What are you? Another container ship, 260 meters. Yeah, we can wait for a little bit. There's definitely some stuff leaving Antwerp now. Oh, there's a Wallenius Wilhelmsen vehicles carrier coming as well. Oh, it's still an hour and a half out though, I think, or an hour. Let's see, an hour. Oh, there's two more Roros coming. Oh, we're gonna be here for a while. Yeah, it really is a Roro Friday. Two more vehicle carriers coming from Antwerp. Let's go back to the chat. There we go. It is indeed a Roro day. Right, that does mean it's noon. I'm gonna start eating lunch. I'm gonna put the mic a bit further away so you guys don't hear me munch. There we go. I came prepared. I made lunch because it's Friday. healthy days. What's for lunch? 2 slices of bread, one with chicken, one with cheese, and then some carrots. 80 grams of carrots to be exact. Same lunch I've been eating for the past 2 months now, which made me lose 10 kilograms. Hey Jenny, happy Halloween, welcome in. Thank you, Toomba. So there's some more interesting ships coming, but it will be an hour at least until they're here. We got some other ships in between though to look at, so don't worry. Should be a fun afternoon. That will be the day with the most vehicle carriers in a stream. This is already the 4th one that we've seen, and there's 2 more coming, so that's 6. Hey Alien. The Falkirk, the Falkirk reel, see we're talking about the big lock in the UK, basically relies mostly on the balance of the 2, basically on gravity it relies mostly. That's why it only has one smaller engine, because it will rely on the weight of the top basin and the gravity pulling on it, so that will rise the other basin. Anyway, it's an interesting lock for sure. Why is it? Hang on. While I'm here, I'm just checking out. Okay. We got some other stuff coming now. Some smaller things, but we do have a barge with a lot of coal on it, and then a general cargo ship behind it, I think. Oh, I see the issue. I need to. Okay, I need to cut it down. Then it would be a bit smoother. Okay, cool. All right, let's take a look at that while I eat lunch. Oh, I just realized the mic is now on the wrong side of the camera. Where can I hang you guys on? Let's do it here. Oh, there's a sailboat there as well. Can barely see it, it's so tiny. Also, the coal is also going towards Ghent, which makes sense. I do love how we call it a pleasure craft. See la vera. Van Blankenberge. It's like the touristy town on the coast. Hey to them. Doing well. Already saw some fun ships and there's a few more underway. But it's gonna be a while until they're here. And then we have the Bernstein. Oh, wrong direction. Hey PD. Let me see where the Bernstein came from. Oh my goodness, one of the two Roros is also a fast one. These Roros go over the river so fast, that's impressive. Okay, Bernstein came from Le Havre in France. I like how the sailboat has like disappeared behind the coal. Right, one slice of bread down, one to go. Sorry for being a bit quiet, eating lunch. Thank you, Mal. Sailboat looks so tiny. There's a barge carrying coal, probably. And it's going up the river, so it's probably gonna go to the big steel factory. Yeah, I clearly see that there's stacks of coal on that barge. Three-way race. I do think the Bernstein is winning. There's no competition really. The guy's already pulled away quite a bit. Actually going to be a fun shot. We also got another tanker coming. Let's put it straight, and then we'll see. Wait, let's do it like this, and then we'll see what happens. Lots of ships. There it is, the Donya. And then also one of the multi-tug tugboats and an inland ship. It's a rush hour. It's a tanker under the Swedish flag. To Rotterdam. It's a colorful day, Alien. Actually, the heavy load carrier on the other side has a very nice blue color. I'll zoom in on it in a minute once these have passed. It's also like the sailing boat is not really going any faster than the barge, or barely. Oh, you only read at Hamburg? Yeah, it's very far inland. I think it's even further inland than Antwerp. I wonder what takes longest, going down the river here to Antwerp or going down the river to Hamburg? I think the Hamburg one is further. Still eating lunch, by the way, in case you're wondering why I'm so quiet. It's funny how these barges are actually not the same length when it's sticking out a bit further. can also see the tide retracting further. The rocks here are going to start become visible. You still hear me munching? Jesus Christ, you're so far away. I'll turn my head when I'm munching. As I said, a better mic setup is for 2026. But I'm afraid I might have to combine it with a brand new camera as well, because Canon sucks for adding accessories to it. Yeah, you heard me, Canon, you suck. Talk less. Yeah, but I wanna mix a mic on me with a directional mic to capture more ambient noises, like a big blimp. But I need an XLR adapter for it, and apparently Canon cannot power an XLR adapter. Canon sucks. Sony has a very good system, so I might get a brand new camera from Sony. But yeah, 2026. What's the best camera brand? Nah. There's plenty of good brands, I would argue. Don't need phantom power, yeah. Like Tascam has a very good adapter for mirrorless cameras, but their shit does not work properly with Canon. Canon cannot power it through its hot shoe. Sony can though, so I would like to save up for an FX30 with a similar lens to the one that I have now. But yeah, don't look up the prices for a Sony FX30. You'll get a little bit nausea. Oh, I also need to improve this motor thingy that I have. Yeah, it's getting very stuttery now. What the hell is wrong with it? What the heck? Rob the Louvre. We tried, we failed. So I like the color on this heavy load carrier actually. Very nice blue color. So I have no idea how my camera is still moving. Look. How is it still moving? My goodness. That is the wind. It's quite a bit of wind, so. It's crazy how expensive camera stuff can get. I don't understand why, but it is what it is. Like, there's camera lenses that cost over 20 to 30,000 euros for a lens. Like, why? What is in it? Is it made out of solid gold? unlock this again. Alright, this will be the next shippy coming by. Yeah, exactly, Hans, but why? Why is it so expensive? Except for greediness, I cannot see any reason why the product would be that expensive. And like material costs and development costs. But hey, who am I? Hey, Gentle Freak. Good afternoon. If you're just joining, I'm eating lunch, so I'm a bit quieter until I'm finishing. There's 6 more carrots. No, 4 more. Hans Philip on YouTube says, as a hobby photographer, I gave 2,500 euros for one lens. The hobby has cost me 7,000 euros in 2 years' time. Yeah, I feel you, man. The lens we're using today is also just over 1,000. And then all the broadcasting equipment that I have, I think the whole setup combined, I'm probably also getting 5,000 something, everything. Yeah, probably gonna end up around 5,000 euros, everything combined. Like the drone and the remote is 2,000. Got the HMI switcher, that's another 300 or something. What's this eating plan? It's working so well for me. I literally just did a conversation with ChatGPT, and I said to ChatGPT, there's 2 requirements. Well, no, there's a few requirements. One is I just want to eat healthy. That's my main goal. I don't want to lose weight or anything. It's just I want to eat healthy, but if I can lose weight in the progress, that would be nice. And I want it to be as convenient as possible, because if it's a lot of effort, if it's a lot of hassle, if I'm getting too hungry while doing it, I will quit instantly, because I'm a quitter. So after going back and forth a bit with ChatGPT, I basically made a schedule for eating from Monday till Friday. So in the weekends I can eat whatever the hell I want. And I only have to slice some veggies on Sunday evening or anywhere on Sunday, put them in jars, and then I just have to take them out of the fridge and weigh the correct amount every meal. So it takes like 5 minutes to make my meals. And yeah, ever since I started somewhere in the second half of August. So now I've been doing it for over 2.5 months, and I've lost just over 10 kilograms. Now the weight has stabilized a little bit though, but yeah. paid later with Klarna. Just saw that, Hans. Jesus Christ. No, it's funny that you copied that. 100,000 euros, VAT excluded. Jesus. But yeah, for the eating plan, so it's very simple. The thing is, I cut down the eating plan because the plan had breakfast. Then it had at 8 a.m. for example. It had a snack at 10 a.m., lunch at noon, and then at 3 p.m. another snack. 6 p.m. we had our regular evening family dinner, so nothing special there. And then at 8 or 9 p.m. I could eat another tiny snack in the evening. The 10 a.m. and the 3 p.m. snack I completely removed actually from my schedule because I didn't need it. In the beginning it was useful because I was never ever hungry. Now I'm more motivated to lose weight, so I don't mind being a little bit hungry. But yeah, it worked well. Hey Samson, we're from Texas. Welcome from the Netherlands. We are awaiting a few more ships for today, some more vehicle carriers. I also think the regular eating schedule Like I do stick to the times that the schedule has for me to eat. It helps keep my digesting system active, so it works better. So that's also a plus for losing weight, I think. But yeah, my advice would be don't pay for an expensive dietist. Just use ChatGPT. Works mighty fine, that tool. Okay, I'm gonna finish my carrots and then I can put the mic back on me and I won't be as far away from you guys. Hey monkey, bananas. I think the craziest thing for me about the whole eating thing is that I feel so much more energetic eating less than I ate before. I have so much more energy. Oh, you guys are in the wind. Let me just, I'll put the mic here for a little bit. Hey, extremely subtle. I eat so much less and I feel so more energetic just because I only eat healthy stuff. It's that bad that if in the weekend I have cheat days, I feel miserable. So my cheat days are becoming less and less cheat days for the simple reason that I don't want to feel tired anymore from eating crap. I mean, wouldn't it have been insured, Hans? But yeah, I understand. Also have a bulk carrier coming in the distance there as well. Yeah, so a few of my first weekends that I had cheat days, both weekends I went to McDonald's on Saturday, I think. And both times I felt so low energy on the day after. Two weekends in a row I had, and ever since I haven't eaten McDonald's anymore. I don't feel I need to eat it anymore. I feel I don't want to eat it anymore. It's horrible. And it's crazy to think about that for years and years and years, that was normal, feeling that low in energy. Dude, I'm starting to sound like some kind of health guru. We're ship spotting, guys. I'll just shut up for a minute, eat my carrots. Damn, that's crazy, Hans. So this is a Magnolia Teresa, 136 by 32 meters, going to Rouen. There we go. Final carrot is going in. All right. Flipping my mic back on. merch. That's something I'm not really promoting. However, that being said, we have been live for over, where's my gloves? 2 hours. If you like the ship spotting stuff, if you like hanging out with me by the river, don't forget to follow for Twitch and Kick viewers. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe and even smash the like button, which will help other people find the stream as well. Yeah, that's my hourly sellout moment. There we go. Now I need to find my gloves again. Oh, let me just get out of the car so I can check. Oh, I was sitting on them. McDog food, indeed. McDog food. I'm not gonna lie though, Kick, you've been disappointing. I literally gained hundreds of followers on YouTube and Twitch in the last 6 months. I barely got any on Kick, which tells me that Kick is pretty dead. All those carrots are good for the eyesight. I like carrots, I love eating carrots. So. There's another thing with this whole eating schedule thing. It's made to custom, right? It's custom made, right? To what I like, and what I don't like is just not on it. Of course, if you don't eat any veggies or fruits at all, then you're gonna have a problem. Then you really have to start learning to eat vegetables and fruits first. And yes, I know adults who do not eat any vegetables or fruit at all. And now they're getting a bit older, they're getting in their mid-20s, and they're starting to already have health issues. Kick viewers tend to be drama viewers, and this stream is chill. That's true, but that being said, I do believe that viewership on Kick is very, very low overall for the website. I think I literally gained over 1,000 subs on YouTube in the same time. But yeah, so far I'm not yet dropping Kick as a platform, but once we go to 1440p streaming, I might have to drop it, as there's no 1440p on Kick. So anyway, it's also a 2026 thing to think about. You like the stream when you work? Appreciate Spyro. I also have these types of streams on while I work, so I totally get it. Yo! Oh, I do have alerts for Kick. There we go. Thanks for the sub, dude. That's 95%. They're convincing me to stay on Kick. That's the one thing I do appreciate about Kick, that if somebody subs, it's 95% and not 50% like Twitch. I appreciate that, Chalk. And yeah, Spyro, thank you for the support, man. Appreciate you. All right, so we have the bulker coming, we have a container ship coming, and I do see the first of the 2 remaining vehicle carriers on the horizon as well. Making good progress, that's nice. So we'll have a nice load of ships to look at in the next hour. I'm gonna check, nothing in the lock. The Seaways is still going through it. Which one will be here first? So we got a container ship. I think it's probably general cargo ship coming from there, and then let's do a really quick pan. Oh, that's too far. And we got a bulker coming from there. I think the bulker will be here first. Let's stay on the bulker. There we go. I haven't flown the drone yet today because there's just a tiny bit too much wind for my liking. I don't want to risk anything. And it's not really super nice weather. I do think that the best drone shots are done when it's sunny. So I'll probably keep the drone on the ground today. This is the Idon. I don't know. Built in 2009. It's also, it doesn't know where it's going. Destination not available. It's the I don't know. Also very empty, as you can see. Very high in the water. Oh, and in terms of a weekend update, I'm not streaming tomorrow and on Sunday. A little getaway with the missus. But I will be streaming on Monday, probably. So for all of you who like to watch while working, if you're back at work on Monday, I should be live again. Of course, weather pending. If it's raining, then yeah, too bad. Halloween is very rainy and stormy here tonight. I think it will stay dry. I hope it stays dry because we are also going to go trick and treat with the kids tonight. So I do hope it stays dry. Oh, there it is, the full frontal shot. Oh my goodness, my shoes are all muddy. No, I'm gonna have to clean them before heading out tomorrow. I do feel like we're slowly hitting the threshold where I want to sit inside of the car while streaming. My legs and feet are very cold. Here she comes. Wonder how the other Roro is progressing. Let me check on radar, because I believe that's also a very fast one. Oh yeah, it's already at Walsode, my goodness. Compared to like big container ships, these Roros move really fast. Steven Seagal hunting for crabs. Oh, the gangway is out for the pilots to get off and on. Can you imagine climbing down that ladder? Well, first you walk down the gangway, and then you still have to climb down that ladder onto another boat to get off. And then another pilot will get on as well, so. It's even scarier to think that you have to do that out at sea, the sea pilots. Hey Nick, doing well. Wow, there's some loud birding going on. Have some. The thing is, I want a system that fits all my camera hands that can work through the camera. So I know Sony has a system that can just fit on the hot shoe, and you have 2 XLR inputs and 1 3.5mm jack input, and that would be perfect for what I want to do. I don't want any more devices or things to power. I really want it to be powered through the camera. So that's how I would probably, and to be honest, I think the FX30 is just a better video camera. But then I will have 2 cameras, and I will have used this one for pictures. Then we can do some more picture content as well, because that's something I would be interested in doing. Making some more cool shots of these ships as they go by. So actually I tried out a Panasonic video camera, like an old school handheld camera. Panasonic still makes them, even with like 4K and everything. It arrived at my house and it had a faulty battery. I was like, this is crap, I'm just sending it back. But that handheld camera has also the option to add a whole XLR setup powered by the camera. That's why I wanted to try it. And I tried it through USB power, which was possible, but I didn't like the low light performance of it. It's just to be expected on these tiny sensor cameras. Look how far the water has retracted right now. I mean, I bought a brand new camera. I'm not gonna buy it's literally, they delivered it faulty to me, because when I packaged it all back to send it back, I noticed that there was a double layer of tape on the box already. So probably somebody already sent it back and they just sent it out again with the broken battery, which is a bit disappointing. I'm not gonna name the camera shop, but yeah. It was a renowned big camera web shop in the Benelux, so. But I sent it back and they're gonna fully refund me, so we're good. What I really liked about the VCR is that you had like a toggle zoom thingy. So it was very fluent for zooming in, zooming out. It had even more range than this lens for zooming, which doesn't really matter, because once you're zooming past like 200-300, it gets blurry anyway on these distances. But if I get an FX30, I might look into getting a used one because they're so expensive. I think the body of an FX30 is like, what is it, 2,000, 3,000 euros, just the body, and you still need a lens. You don't make nearly enough with the stream for that. Why are car carriers called Roros? Because they roll on, roll off vehicles. Roll on, roll off, roll, Roro. That's why they're calling them Roros. The Sinar Bukitingi. I hope I totally butchered that. Container ship, 172 meters long, only 24 meters wide. A limited capacity of 1,528 TEUs, built in 23, so 2 years old. Where did she come from? Just check on my appy. Southampton. Oh, no, Rotterdam, sorry. Before Rotterdam, she was in Southampton. Oh, we have a Roro command, look at that. There we go, Kochi. The funny thing is though that there is a difference between a vehicles carrier and a Roro. I still don't understand it fully, but Akandas tried to explain it to me once, but I still don't understand it fully. Hey Falco, good afternoon. Because they look identical. You can see a Roro and a vehicles carrier next to each other, and from the outside they look identical. But I'm sure there's a good explanation of the difference. I don't think I've ever seen a ship from this company before. Samudera. That's a new one. Oh, I see the second Roro as well, our finale for today. After these two Roros, the second one is still like 20, 40 minutes out. We'll wrap things up for today. Because yeah, traffic will die down. Unless I see a 400-meter ship, but I don't think there currently is any in the port. I'll check radar for a minute here. Let's go. Is there anything interesting after the Roro? Nope. Some smaller tankers, general cargo ships. And then I'm already all the way out in Antwerp. Nope. Is there any 400 meters in the port right now? MSC Erica is there. Yeah, that's a 400-meter one. There is one in port, but it's docked, so yep. The big one. There's a few containers that you see everywhere. Once you start looking at it, you see them everywhere. MSC containers everywhere, Maersk containers everywhere, O&E as well. Once you start looking, then yeah. How do I know when they leave? So each dock of each big container dock has a schedule that you can access through their website that will tell you something. But then more telling to me is the pilot schedules, as every big ship needs to have a pilot on board. There's a schedule of when a ship is scheduled to get a pilot. That's not exact, but that gives you an indication of how busy the traffic will be during these hours. So that's what I usually use. And then of course I'll just look at radar, see what's underway or not. Vehicle is for fashion new car. Not really, surely. That's new and old cars will often be mixed on Roros. I think it had something to do with the ability to park certain vehicles inside of the ship. I think that was a difference. Hey, Gaffel. So you can just see beyond the bow of that one is the first Roro that's coming. They still exist, the bow opening car ferries, Zico. They're getting rarer these days, but they still exist. For example, is that the Monaco? Is that the, oh yeah, that's a container ship going to Le Havre. The one that's coming towards us. The pilot schedules have been extremely unreliable for the past 3 weeks, because of the strike. At some point there was such a massive backlog on the schedule that you couldn't really tell which ship was going to come in and which wasn't. It's normalizing again now. Also with the storm there was again a big backlog, but yeah. I heard about that one, the Estonia, yeah, indeed. Hey Suzanne, welcome. Hey Rishi. The front window. Interesting. Just from behind that one comes the next one. Gotta say, can't complain. We had a nice selection of ships already. We constantly had at least 1 or 2 ships coming at us. No, 2 more Roros, Rishi Dave. 2 more Roros. I think we've seen 6 in total then today, which is exceptionally a lot. Usually we don't get that many. I'm so glad the car is sheltering me from the wind. Nope, no BYD ones today. We had an ACL in the distance, because that one came before I started. We had a DFDS ship, we had a Finlines ship, we had a CMA CGM Roro. Then now we have a Wallenius Wilhelmsen underway, and then we still have, I think, a Wallenius Sol is the last one. So no BYDs. I didn't check if there was anything coming from Ghent either, but I don't see anything approaching on the canal, so I don't think so. Oh wow, she's noisy. There's a noisy hum coming from this one. Although the wind is pushing it a bit away a little bit. Looks polished. I think it's just the light on it. She don't look specifically polished. At least on my tiny screens, she doesn't. Ship it out, no smoking. I'm sure there's a lot no smoking zones on it though. Hey, Ikshot, totally butchered your nickname, but hey, welcome to the Netherlands. And there is the Roro coming from behind. No, I don't think these ships will ever be fully autonomous, honestly. There might be a smaller crew on board, but there will always have to be crew on board of these ships. I don't believe that we will make this fully. Because what if you lose connection with your ship? What if something breaks, a fire breaks out? You gotta have people on board dealing with stuff. Maybe for smaller ships, I do see some automation happening. But even those, I think there will always be people on board. Could be wrong about it, but I don't know. Oh, we got the missus in the chat. Don't tell her what our plans are for this weekend. Don't tell her what the hotel. She actually knows what the hotel room is. I spoiled that we have a jacuzzi in the room. Or is it a hot tub? I don't know how you call it. A whirlpool bath. Another one of those gangways and ladders. Imagine having to climb down it. Pilot is a dangerous job. There we go. Imagine if you have to climb down that thing. Intelligent general towing drone. I don't know if we'll see it ever all automated. That's a dog walking lady. She arrives with 5-6 dogs usually for walking. All right, so 2 more ships. I'm excited. 2 more vehicle ships. Floating boxes. We'll stay on this one for a little bit longer. Sorry. Totally baited you guys. Let's look at the aft of the ship. I even fooled the AI. Getting dizzy? What do you mean? Because of the fast spinning? And for all of you who joined later, there's a really cool ship parked on the other side. We're about to see it. Hang on. Wait for it. There it is. Boom. Ooh, she's turned around a bit. Now we see her side. We saw her full frontal shot earlier. The camera's spinning. Okay. Look at that thing. I don't think it's a submergible one, because then the structure would be higher. So basically the whole back of the ship is one big flatbed, so they can put big objects on it. But there are cooler versions of this where the whole bridge, so the whole front structure is a lot higher, and then the whole back part submerges underwater, and then, for example, smaller boats can sail over it, and then she basically lifts them out of the water by rising from the water again. No, this one isn't Rishi Dave. I was just talking about there are versions of this ship, but the bow would be higher. So this thing has to be with cranes. All right, so I'll slowly pan so nobody gets dizzy. Is she built in 2025? Oh, she is. She is brand spanking new. Oh, that's cool. And we were looking at her the entire stream, Chuck, and nobody noticed that she's from this year. So yeah, it's a pretty new ship then. Could have been her maiden voyage here then, honestly. Because she did come from China before coming here. Rust rating 0.000001. Alright. I do like the color scheme of this ship. It's not a specific like special livery, it's just two lines. But just the green and the blue, I like those two colors. I like it. Who's the heavy load carrier that we just saw, Rishi Dave? You spotted some leftover bubble wrap. Is that how they deliver ships? Like they wrap it all up in bubble wrap? We also got Steven hunting for crabs again. I see him standing there. He's like, I'll show you guys for a minute. Hang on, where's my thingy? Just real quick. We haven't given him any screen time yet today, but here we are. Steven Seagull. So right now the water's retracting. So it's going away and there will be crabs between the rocks. I didn't see the tidal coming. And then he'll be like, num 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 crabs. Oh, we got another one joining in. We got two burbs. Okay, sorry. That was a strike. I'm gonna miss the Roro. I was hoping he was going to catch a crab so you could see it. Hey Calvin, welcome. We are approaching the last part of hour 3 of the stream, so I'm going to do my hourly sellout moment already for hour 3. If you're new to the channel and you like the ships or just relaxing by the water with me, don't forget to follow if you're watching on Twitch and Kick. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe. And of course, smash the like button. It's all free. It helps the channel grow, so we can hopefully do a lot more fun stuff in the future related to ships, of course. And I haven't said it today yet, but there is the ongoing promise of me. If you reach 1 million YouTube subscribers, I will rent out a whole ship and we will, like an event boat, and we will sail the river with a bunch of subscribers, looking at ships on the river. We're almost there on YouTube. You only 999,000 more or something? No, 98,000. So we're close. So this is the Talata, built in 2015, so she's 10 years old. She looks fresh though. On the way to Southampton in the UK. It's another thing with these Wallenius Wilhelmsen ships, they're always in good condition as well. Also interesting, do I see it correctly that the emergency vehicle is like in the middle of the ship? Let's sneak. Oh, wait, no, that's the man overboard boat. That's not the emergency vessel. It's called the Moab, man overboard. I saw that, Hans. Is it coming here? Oh, that would be sick if we can catch it. But yeah, I saw pictures of it. So one of the big Belgian dredge companies has basically ordered or is building the biggest cable laying boat in the world. So if we can ever catch that on the river, that would be insanely cool. But I don't know if it will ever come here, honestly. They might just head out to work after it's finished. I don't see any reason for them to come here, but we'll see. The Fleming Jenkin, indeed. I wonder if it's already on Vessel Finder. What are the front protrusions? You mean those? Hang on, those holes? That's for the mooring lines. So basically, they can moor the ship with the lines. Words. Basically ropes. God, such a good looking ship. Just the color scheme. I love the color scheme. Anchor nipples. Jesus Christ, DG. They're called, what is it again? Anchor houses? No, there's a name for it. I forgot. Anchor something. Yeah, hey Jade Man. Welcome. Oh, is it? Okay, then yeah, we'll see, Hans, what it does. That still doesn't mean she's gonna come up the river though, but we'll see.
How are you?
Okay, we'll see, Hans. I'll probably put her on my my fleet list so I keep an eye on her. The new ship. So somebody asked about Roros earlier. Well, look at that big structure, that basically folded up bridge that folds down, folds open, and that's how they drive the vehicles on and off the ship. Or roll the vehicles on and off the ship. Also look at that emergency boat, the lifeboat. That is one big drop if you have to evacuate. It's pretty wild. What is that thing? Hang on, I see something else. Oh, that's the government. It's a patrol vessel, I think. I mean, I think days go by pretty fast, Monkey, because there's always stuff to do, right? You just work, eat, sleep, repeat. The Maasland, yeah, it is. It is a patrol vessel. Function is unknown. It's a vessel. Oh, sorry, it's too fast. Lots of cleaning. I mean, that's not if you can get the YouTube channel big enough. Maybe there'll be some funds to do a trip with a cargo ship, and I can make some videos and live streams from a ship. Wouldn't that be amazing? Oilers. No, 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 I don't want oilers. I want an organic growth on the channel. Oilers is a parasocial thing. I don't like it. We'd have to do the lifeboat drop. Oh my goodness. I'd rather not. There's a few ships that I could sail from Antwerp and do a round trip on, but it's, what was it? I think it was 3,000 to 4,000 euros. And I think it was an 11-day trip with one of the Transvenica ships, one of the fastest ships on the river. Big Roro ship as well. And you sail with them all the way to somewhere, I think it's Finland or Sweden. I think it's Finland. And then back to Antwerp. It's like an 11 or 12, well, it always depends a bit on timings, but 11 to 12 day trip. And there's also the option to go on the DFDS ship that we saw earlier, from Ghent to Gothenburg. I believe that is about 1,800 or something it was, 1,500 for a shorter trip. I think that's like 4-day trip or something. But I'll probably do a round trip, so it would double. The big car ship is going to Norway, one of the BYD ships ferry. Because currently the biggest vehicles carrier in the world is from BYD, Chinese company, also the car brand BYD. And they can carry 9,100 vehicles. That's currently the biggest one in terms of capacity. We had it in Antwerp a month ago now, maybe 2 months ago. The BYD Shenzhen is the full name, I believe. And there are a lot of cars, absolutely. They're floating parking garages. Meanwhile, our final Roro of the day is on approach. Once the patrol vessel came by, we'll pan to it. I'm not sure if this is customs, police, or Rijkswaterstaat, which is like the government. Is there any ferry? No, there's no ferries on the river. There is one ferry up the river at the entrance of the river that will get passengers and bicycles across. But there's no more car ferries on the river. There is a massive 6-kilometer tunnel underneath it. Almost exactly from where we are standing is the tunnel, just a little bit to my left. But since that tunnel has opened, there's no more car ferries. I think even already longer than that. There's no more car ferries. Unfortunately. It's Rijkswaterstaat. Okay. How old is it? Did it have an age on? 2003, okay. Only 20 years. Oh yeah, now I see the Rijkswaterstaat logo on it. Hey, Shu. Dogs are big. All right, let's pan over to our finale ship for today. The 6th Roro. This must have been the stream with the most vehicle ships. There's no other way. This is the Baltic, or is it Botnia Enabler? I think it's Enabler, but I'm not sure if it's Baltic or it's Botnia. Botnia Enabler, 242 meters long, 36 meters wide. 3 years old, and she's going to Travemünde in Deutschland or Germany. Hey, Akandas. Akandas, you missed a Finline ship. First ship of the day on the stream, actually. Well, maybe not the exact first, but one of the first. I know you love a good Finline ship. Camera, please, stay on the ship. You've been to Travemünde, okay. I also wonder, there's a coaster there as well. I even see an inland ship with containers and then another ship delivering coal. It's already the second one today with coal. Yep, it was Finico 1, I believe, if I remember correctly. This is the Rimari. Is Rimari? That's the inland ship. What is the blue one behind it? I'm curious about that one. Also, oh, this is such a beautiful view. Oh, just missed it. We missed the full frontal. She's taking a wide corner, by the way. She's going very wide. Oh, it's an LPG tanker, the Bayamo. Okay. Liquid gas. And that one is going to Karsto in Norway. She looks to be loaded though. Interesting. So it gets very busy with all these ships coming in and out. Look at that. If we zoom out a bit, that is a busy moment. Meanwhile, that inland ship is like, yeet, I'm gonna just go in front of the Roro. What the hell? I mean, I know there's still some distance, but yeet. No, I didn't, Hans. I'm not good at French. He talks too fast in French for me. Scheldepoort. I feel like I've seen that one before. Oh no, all the lies, Shirley. Unacceptable. There we go. Spotted 2 times. All right, final Roro for today. So we just had the Wallenius Wilhelmsen. This is Wallenius Sol. I wonder if those 2 companies are related. They surely must be, right? Also a very good looking ship. Very slick. Also looks very fresh, except for the red part, which should be underwater anyway. No rust or any marks on her. We'll work on kick, EG, the commands. That bot is not there. Interesting. She has like all these white pins on her. Oh, it's markings. Okay. Like, what are all those white dots there? Well, it's literally markings everywhere. Yeah, it's all one system now. It's all in a streamomation. Oh, what a good looking ship. Look at that. Some good lines. Are all ships she? I don't know. It's an automatic system to call them she. You have to ask the ship what they identify as. You never know these days. Too bad the ship cannot answer that question. Look how fast she's going compared to the LPG tanker. It's like she's flying past it. Wow. Crazy. I love these ships. They go so fast. Sleek, that's the word. I forgot it again. Sleek design. Beautiful ship. Interesting. She has like a little bridge on the left there, and then the main bridge on the. Oh, that's probably just it falls down because of the emergency escape boat. Hey, that's probably what it is. Okay. I know Vertex. That's true. If I was to buy a cargo ship, well, it's mostly vehicles. If I ever was to buy a vehicle ship, it would be one like these. Yeah. It is true. Let's get a nice angle in here. There we go. All right. Let's press a button. Chatters, I'm wrapping things up here for today. A nice 3-hour stream. We saw 6 vehicle carriers, so very cool day indeed. Other than that, yeah, if you're new to the channel and you haven't followed yet or subscribed on YouTube, please consider subscribing, following. It helps the channel grow. Shout out to everybody who was here. Shout out to people who support it. Shout out to EG for operating the overlay, the whole 3 hours. And then, yeah, I'll see you all on Monday, because I won't be streaming on Sunday, Saturday, Sunday. So yeah, I'll see you all on Monday. Bye-bye. So let's see, look at it. Let's see, one more look at the heavy load carrier. Huh. There we go. Bye.